Okay. So as it is 1066, it is past tense. E should not be there, and I need was led. That's the C, option C. And then Norman French was only used by the royal court and the king's Norman supporters, but by they had been. It's not they had been. There must be French here. French had been established. It's kind of passive voice, right? French, instead of French, you may use a pronoun like it. Because even in the next phrase, in the next class, you can see it was the language used to conduct parliamentary debates. Clear, Jitin?
Yes, sir.
This was not the only major change in language around this time. It's not only the change. Only 15 years earlier, English had replaced Latin in schools as primary language of instruction.
Yes, sir.
So no problem, right? I think
Yes,
it's
sir. Yes, sir.
past tense, repaired, fixed, changed. We don't want it. English had fixed Latin, no. By the end of the 14th century, Geoffrey Chaucer had begun to write the famous collection of stories, the Canterbury Tales. Which Canterbury Tales is a book, single book. So there should not be R, right, buddy?
Yes, sir.
So Canterbury, which is still recognized. So it is past tense, right?
Yes, sir.
It is still means now. It is still being recognized. So it is would be better. It was still recognized. No, still why the writer used still? Because it is still now being recognized. Right, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. As gold standard of Middle English literature, the Canterbury Tales might be difficult for modern readers to understand, and Middle English is not the legible dialect that Old English is. Not the legible dialect that Old English is legible. Okay, Middle English is not the illegible. It's not illegible dialect that Old English is illegible. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
please observe whether which transition is suitable, right? Canterbury Tales might be difficult for modern readers to understand, but Middle English is okay. If you remove not, it is legible. Middle English is the legible dialect that Old English is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we need to contrast. We had two contrasting ideas. It is better to go with but. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next. Although English was spoken all over the British Isles, Middle English never was spoken, never became a fully standardized written language. Became, right, past tense.
Yes, sir.
Such standardization came after a technological innovation.
Yes, sir.
The printing press made it possible for readers far and wide to read the same text. The fact that readers from all over England could have access to a text meant that writers had to standardize their language. Yes, writers had to standardize their language.
Yes, sir.
Okay, attempts to standardize the English, okay, English spelling and grammar hardened means okay. Intended, desensitized, intensified. What's the word you picked?
Uh,
But okay, when you read this, you may think
Intensified.
Yes, you may think it is giving a sense it has become difficult. No, but when you look at the answer choice, you will understand it's not, the intended meaning is not for the meaning of difficult, but it is like intensified. It's not
Yeah.
intended either.
Yes, sir.
Wrong collocation. The 17th and 18th centuries, culminating in three major dictionaries. Culminating means, culminating can have develop or something. Hmm. Culminating in three major dictionaries in the 18th and 19th centuries, which were published 1755, 1828, 1884. However authoritative those books may have been, English continued to evolve. American English continued to evolve. So he has come up with a specific example, that is American English. For instance, would be better. Have you got my point, buddy?
Yes, sir.
It has continued to evolve. In the next sentence, I have got specific English from America. American
Mm.
English, for example, has been influenced by its contact with Spanish colonists and Native Americans. British
Yes, sir.
English has been influenced by its proximity to Europe and by its history as a major colonial empire. Establishing English footholds in South Africa and setting them up. Already footholds. Why setting them up again? Simply let's go with in South Africa and India, right, buddy?
Yes, sir.
So the conciseness, giving fullest sense and also being concise,
Yes, sir.
may have forced English on the colonized peoples, but English language was also influenced by those peoples. English is a living language and its history is living history, regardless of any attempts to halt its evolution, halt such constant transformation. It is again revising the same, okay, living history, halt it, good enough. Okay, it stands for English. Is it clear, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Right. So let me know how many questions have you got correct, how many questions you are able to handle
Uh,
correctly.
I got the one. Wait. I think I got the third one wrong.
Only one question wrong.
No, sir. One second. One more. And then the last one.
Okay. So for better sense, you should be able to understand overall meaning about.
Yes, sir.
You have to improve your understanding ability.
Yes, sir.
Got it, buddy? So when I look at the answer choice, I got a thought. Something else is necessary. It looked, it seemed to be repetitive of the same sense,
Yes,
which
sir.
has already mentioned in the previous paragraph and all. So two questions wrong.
Yes, sir.
Okay, two questions wrong is really great, buddy. I don't think it's always easy. Okay, in next, how about the practice questions from the previous handout? Have you done?
Which one, sir? Wait
Huh?
one second.
Which one?
Wait one no, sir. I'm checking the handout. One second. Can you
Punctuation handout. In
punctuation?
the end, there are good number of practice questions. I told you to work on them.
The SAT punctuations 2 PDF.
Yes,
Those.
punctuation is actually collective noun. There should not be any s. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, punctuation is actually collective noun. Okay, buddy.
Okay,
There,
sir.
there is no word like punctuations.
One second, sir. I'm just
In the
checking the
end, you can
PDF.
see practice questions. Yeah, these are the practice question I told you to work on.
Okay.
Have not I mentioned to work on this?
I don't think so. I don't remember, sir. That's the thing.
Hey, I have clearly emphasized on this, Ray. There is a practice
Okay.
questions. Once I finish, there are practice questions. Please attempt them. If you feel doubtful of anything, you can contact me anytime on WhatsApp. I told you.
Oh.